Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're heading down to Portland, Oregon to explore the city, check out some amazing shops, and continue our watch shopping journey. We got our eyes on more Rolex stores and hope to cover some hidden gems along the way. From standout boutique experiences to exciting new releases, Portland has a lot to offer, and we're here to share it all with you. So grab a coffee, sit back, and enjoy the video. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment to let us know your favorite part of the video, ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future watch adventures. It really helps the channel grow and we appreciate all your support. We hit the road from Seattle with one goal in mind: explore the Portland Rolex scene and hopefully uncover something exciting. The drive only took about 2 hours, but with every mile, the anticipation kept building. We weren't sure if we'll score anything, but at the very least we knew we were in for a fresh boutique experience. I've visited several Rolex authorized dealers across the West Coast, but this trip already felt different. This time, I wasn't just hunting for myself. I really wanted my wife to try on a few pieces too. She's been searching for something special, and I was hoping Portland might have what she's been looking for. Plus, with Watches and Wonders 2025 still fresh in everyone's mind, I was curious to see if any new releases were out on display yet. The goal was simple: explore the city, enjoy the process, and let the watch world surprise us. Downtown Portland was our first stop. We parked near Pioneers Courthouse Square, often called the Portland's living room. It took some time to walk around. The area was very lively, clean streets, and lots of foot traffic, and a surprisingly mix of high-end boutiques and local flavor. We wandered through the Pioneer Place, the shopping mall nearby, which features everything from Louis Vuitton to Apple, and has a modern, open-air feel that blends into Portland's signature brick architecture. Just outside, the Max light rail rolled right by. You could hear it passing right in front of the Benbridge store, giving the whole scene that charming downtown energy. I eventually made my way to Benbridge, located right near the corner entrance of Pioneer Place. The storefront had that classic Rolex boutique look, sleek, modern, and inviting. I wasn't sure what to expect walking in, but it instantly felt promising. We were greeted by a fantastic sales associate who immediately offered us some water, sparkling or still, which honestly could set the tone for an entire visit. She was warm, attentive, and genuinely seemed excited to show us what they had in stock. To my surprise, they had 2 of the brand new Watches and Wonders 2025 releases. Both were the Oyster Perpetuals, featuring the fresh lacquer dials. I got to try on the Blue OP 41, and it looked nothing like my Datejust 41 with the sunburst blue dial. The new lacquer finish was deeper, punchier, and had a bolder personality that really stood out under the boutique lighting. Meanwhile, my wife tried on the Pistachio OP 34. She wasn't a fan of that shade. It felt a little too muted for her taste. So the sales associate brought out the standard green OP 34 for her to compare. She liked that one more, but still wasn't fully sold on it. I could easily see that color catching fire though, especially amongst guys looking for something green and unique. The sales associate confirmed that anything green is still nearly impossible to get, especially in the smaller OP sizes. That's when I brought up my Explore One boutique experience, and her eyes immediately lit up. She was blown away that I was able to walk in and get stainless steel sports models, pieces that most collectors can't even get on a waitlist for. I told her the Explore One boutique and my experience seeing several hot models sitting in the case. What really surprised her when I mentioned the green dial day-date being available for anyone to pick up. She said that watch is incredibly hard to get, even through strong client relationships. Seeing it was just sitting there during a restock in December was shocking to her. You could tell that she was genuinely fascinated. It is not something you see that happens at a traditional AD. We continued talking inside the boutique while trying on more watches. She took down her credentials and asked what pieces I was interested in, but I made it clear. My priority was finding something for my wife first that seemed to really resonate with her, and I appreciate how she focused her attention on helping us. She even bought out the Rolex 1908s, which I haven't seen in person. The open case back was gorgeous, a totally different side of Rolex craftsmanship. it made me realize that a leather strap dress watch might be in a future addition to my collection. Before we wrap things up, my wife tried on the Oyster Perpetual 31 in Tiffany Blue, one of her favorite pieces. As soon as she put it on, her face lit up. She really loved how playful and vibrant the dial looked on her wrist. The sales associate acknowledged that it's an extremely tough model to get, especially since it only comes in the 36 or the 31mm size, but assured us that she'll do her best to try and allocate one for my wife. That meant a lot, especially since I told her earlier that finding something for my wife was a top priority for this trip. As we were wrapping up, she walked us out and continued the conversations for another 10 to 15 minutes outside the store. We ended up talking more about allocations, and I decided to try a little trick, a tip I got from a subscriber who used to work at Benbridge. I congratulated her on her upcoming 24-year anniversary, which was the very next day, and jokingly asked if she will be getting free Dairy Queens or NetJet flights, since Benbridge is owned by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. She burst out laughing, and she said she'd rather go on a cruise I went on instead. That moment really lightened up the vibe and created a genuine connection. She validated our parking, handed us a Rolex book as a parting gift, and honestly, it was an A+ experience all around. After the boutique, we were hungry, and Portland delivered again. We stopped at Nong's Khao for lunch. If you haven't had Thai chicken and rice from there, you're seriously missing out. You can choose your chicken cut, scoop up all the sauces and condiments, and it just hits the spot. The chicken was moist, flavorful, and the rice soaked up everything in perfectly. To top that off, I paired it with a Thai iced tea. It's one of those meals that doesn't need to be fancy to be absolutely perfect. Simple comfort food done right. After lunch, we needed something refreshing, and that's when we found a true gem, Project Matcha. This place specializes in ceremonial-grade Japanese matcha. I had a great conversation with the owner about sourcing matcha and the quality difference it brings to their drinks. He recommended his favorite spots in Seattle and Kyoto. Honestly, Project Matcha ranks in my top 3 matcha experiences of all time. It was definitely smooth, rich, and unforgettable. Don't skip this place if you're ever in Portland. With some time to spare, we headed over to Beaverton to visit the Nike employee store, a spot that's pretty legendary if you're into sneakers or athletic wear. If you've ever been lucky enough to go, you know it's a dream. 40% almost everything, full-size run, an insane amount of inventory. I picked up a few pair of sneakers, some sweats, and the experience overall was smooth and stress-free. The staff was incredibly helpful too. If you're looking for something specific, they'll actually go out of their way to check the back or make some recommendations. And for the sneakerheads watching, I saw some Fire Jordan retros, trainers, and some limited releases that I didn't expect to find there. Honestly, if enough of you are interested, I could do a separate video just on what's available inside and how to access the store. And let's not forget, this is Oregon, so there's no sales tax. Whatever the price you say, that's the price you pay. Huge plus. Right after Nike, we made a quick stop at the Columbia Sportswear employee store also, which is also nearby. Same concept, steep discounts, tons of outdoor gear, jackets, and hiking apparel. It was a nice balance after Nike, especially if you're more into rugged or functional fashion. Between both stores and tax-free savings, we felt that we scored big, and it gave us a quick break from watches before jumping back into the next boutique. After loading up on the gear, we drove over to Washington Square Mall to check out another Benbridge location. Compared to the energy downtown, this one had a completely different vibe. I was greeted by a male sales associate who unfortunately didn't seem all that enthusiastic. You could tell he was mentally already off the clock. The kind of interaction would have felt like I was bothering him just by asking a few basic questions. There weren't any new models to try on, and the energy in the store was noticeably flat. While I was browsing, I overheard at least 3 or 4 different walk-ins, all using the familiar Rolex playbook. One guy said he was looking for his wedding watch, another asked about a Submariner for his celebration or promotion, and someone else casually dropped that it was their first Rolex. The SA didn't buy any of it. He kind of just nodded and explained that there's a waitlist for everything, then went back to organizing some papers. I tried to leave an impression, but the interactions just didn't land. I stayed for about 15 minutes, made some light conversations, and wrapped it up. It's wild how different 2 locations from the same chain can feel, It really reminded me how much the person behind the counter shapes your experience. Still, even with the underwhelming vibe, it was worth a visit, especially since Oregon's no sales tax gives you the extra incentive to shop, whether it's sneakers or luxury watches. After wrapping up our spots at Washington Square Mall, we decided to take it slow and enjoy the rest of the evening. We had one more place in mind before dinner, a quick visit to Phins Caphe Boba, a cozy Vietnamese cafe tucked into the Portland's food and truck scene. I ordered their Pandan latte, and to my surprise, it was phenomenal. It was rich, smooth, and incredibly flavorful. In fact, I go as far as saying it's better than Coffeeholic in Seattle, and that's coming from someone who's tried almost every single Vietnamese drink up in the north. Phins had a welcoming, low-key vibe with friendly staff and a menu that blends traditional Vietnamese flavors with modern coffee and tea culture. It's the kind of place that feels like a hidden gem, and it gave us just a random amount of boost before heading into our final stop of the trip. With drinks in hand and the sun starting to set, we made our way to the BG Food Cartel in Beaverton to end the day on a high note. We ended our day with dinner at the BG Food Cartel, one of the most popular food truck spots in Beaverton. It was the perfect spot to unwind, tons of variety, open air seating, and just an all-around relaxed vibe. My wife was still craving some Thai food, so she orders a delicious pad see ew, and I went with something more hearty, a jambalaya that absolutely hit the spot. Portland is known for its legendary food truck culture. It's more than just a hype. It's a key part of the own city's identity. From classic comfort foods to international flavors and creative fusions, food carts are how Portland does casual dining right. Pods like the one in Beaverton are perfect for trying multiple things at once, supporting local vendors, and just enjoying the laid-back community atmospheres. It's affordable, approachable, and always delicious. The owners of the food trucks were great to chat with, and the scene around us was just as enjoyable. Families, kids, dogs, and friends gathering around the picnic tables, and there was even a cozy beer garden tucked away in the corner. For fellow watch collectors, this is also a fun place to casually see what watches people are wearing in the wild. I spotted a couple low-key cool pieces while waiting in line. With perfect weather and a friendly crowd, this was an ideal way to wrap up our trip. Between incredible food, tax-free shopping, and standout boutique experience, Portland really delivered. If you're into watches, sneakers, or just great food conversation, this city is an absolute worth a visit. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this Portland hunt, from boutique visits to sneaker shopping and food truck vibes, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more watch adventures. I'll be heading to Japan in just a few weeks, and you already know I'll be checking out the Rolex boutiques, vintage watch shops, and maybe even scoring something special overseas. Can't wait to share that journey with you all. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Until then, stay clocked in, and I'll see you in the next one.